Here we are. Alright, we got the other one tacked on. We're going to swing it around, see how it fits, see if it's square, lined up, enough to work. Doesn't have to be perfect. Little update, we got back from the store, we got some wire, got that one welded on there, turned out really nice. And then we're going to weld that one on right there. Everything else is basically welded in. We'll look it over again, obviously. We're going to get that plate on, and then we're going to hook it up and see if it actually works, if everything is in the right spot, and if it can lift it. And then I might add that solid there and there, so then I might put a brace on that. I'm not sure yet. We'll just kind of see how it works. It's coming along. Here we are. Got this one burned in. I had some little leftover pieces, so I burned those in right there. It's kind of dirty on that part, so it's hard to see. Same thing on this side, got that one burned in. I'm probably going to add some little blocks right in here that help support the bucket. They're on the dirt bucket, I can show you. But I'm going to spin this around, and we're going to see if that will hook up and latch on, and then we'll go from there. These are those little nubs, so everything sits on here, so it helps take the tension off of those. So that's something that I'll have to build. That's obviously for lifting and whatnot, and then when you're pushing down, you got those nubs there. So, all right, I got these little plates here. They are hot, so I'm going to use those to make the little brackets, the little nubs on the bucket to make those. So I just cut those out. Plasma cutter, I used a little nut brand, just traced those out, and then I just cut them. Still learning how to use this plasma cutter better and get things closer to fit, and then you can just use something kind of sharp and you can chip off the slag or whatever that's called on the back side of it. All this chunky stuff there. So I'm going to get those ground up, and then we'll start tacking them together and see what it looks like. Here's my little mock-up. I will say, never had one of these magnets before. Like $6. Very well spent. So I am going to hold those in place a little bit, throw a couple little tacks on them, and compare it to the one over there. Because, yeah, we'll see. It is attached. I had to torch that out or plasma cut that just a little bit. I'm going to do a little bit more to get that to seat in there all the way. It's a little bit too tight right now. This all fits really nice. Measured off the factory bucket. These little guys should work really good. I got one sitting in there. We'll reach down in there and tack it in place. I put some yellow marks on here just to see where it actually fits, and then I will weld the rest of this and then make sure there's nothing bulging or sticking up in there. Looks like there's clearance on that. This one's a little bit snug over here, but again, it fits. It's all good. That little ear's sticking out. We'll clean that one up. So that's all looking really nice. Once we get that done, I'm going to weld a little bit more on the bottom side here. Strengthen that up. Then we are back on to the actual grapple portion. All that needs to be welded. And then we need to put our bracing on the top and our lift mechanism. We'll see how it goes. We got it all mounted up. Got those little bump ears welded in. That was a little bit tricky to get the welder in there all the way. get them tacked, and then be able to disconnect it and then weld them in. But it is on, it is connected. We're getting there, one step at a time. That's it for today.